Yep, this is the second video, and in this I am going to explain about control flow. Uh, and select to desktop Python flow.py. Yep. Now boolean values are nothing but those will store true and false values. Okay, false values. Okay. Print, let's say a. Now print also let's b. Now let's also print type of a, print type of b. Now let's try to run this program. ls cd ts ls cd ts. uh, Yep. What happened is it printed true and false values, the values of a and b, and that type both of them are belong to boolean. Okay, these are boolean values. Now comparison operators. Those are nothing but let's say a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. Now what happened is not. Let's say I want to use comparison operators. Value is represented. Now let's try to print this thing. What happened is since a is less than b, it is true now, so it returned true. So and the next one is false, so it returned false. These are comparison operators. Now boolean operators, those are nothing but and or. Let's say 1 is equal to 1, it is true, and let's say 1 is equal to 2, it is false. Since the next one is false, one of the conditions are false, it will return false. Why? Because we are using and, right? It will return false. Okay, let's try to run. Yes, it did return false. What if I use it or? Since one of them is true, it will return true. Okay, it return true. Now these are boolean conditions. Now there is another one that is not. There is not of. Yep. Now let's try. Even though 1 is not equal to 2, it returned true because we have used not boolean operator. Okay. Mixing boolean and comparison operators. Yeah, we can combine and let's say and a is greater than less than b. Since both are true, it will return true. Okay, let's check it. Yes, it returned true. This is how we combine boolean and comparison operators. Now control flow. Control flow will have two elements, that is conditions. One is condition and another one is code. Condition. Another one is code. Now let's start with if. If one is equal to 1, print true. The print true is the code, and the remaining is if is condition. It printed true, which is it executed this block of code. Okay. Now else. Else print true. Also print false. Now let's try to. It returned true since 1 is equal to 1. What if I change the value to 2? it returned false. That means it executed the below code. ALS false. Nice. This is how else will work. Now else if is nothing but we can add another line of code, piece of code, as well as condition. Okay, one is equal to one, and one is equal to two. Print one is equal to one, and one is equal to two. Let's say else if block. I think it is much clearer. If this is if okay, let's try to do it. What will happen is, since 1 is not equal to 2, it will move on to else if condition, and even though even if this else if is not true, both these conditions are not true, right? Now it will jump on to else and print else. Okay, now let's see if it do. Yes, it did printed else. Okay, now let's correct these things. Let's say 2 is equal to 2. Now what will happen is it will run else if block. Okay, nice. Now what happens if I corrected the first one? The if block got executed. Now this is the structure of else if and else block. Okay, now come on, let's go to while let's say while a is less than 20, a plus is equal to 1. It is equal to a is equal to a plus 1. Okay, it can also be written as a plus is equal to 1. Okay, now I'm going to print a value as well as a is less than 10. Sorry, 20. Now let's run it. What happened is it ran for 10 times. It printed a value each and every time, as well as it printed the sentence that a is less than 20. Okay, since a is not less than 20, the loop got terminated here. Okay, now what about break and continue statements? What if I want to break the loop if a is equal to, let's say, 15? If a is equal to 15, let's say I want to break the loop completely. Okay, let's print outside the loop. Let's try to run it again. Now since a is equal to 15, the break keyword will end the loop, and it printed outside the next piece of code, that is print of outside the loop. Okay, this is what break keyword will. What about continue? The continue will not break the loop, but it will skip this iteration, and it will not print a value as well as a is less than. The code below this will not run. Okay, I think I have to move it here. Let's run. Yep. If you observe, the a is equal to 15 is not printed here. The execution of loop is same, but after the continue keyword, after this piece of code is getting executed, the loop the code remaining in the loop will not execute it. Okay, the the code inside it will not executed, and it will jump on to the next iteration, and it will do the next things. Okay, this is how while loop will run, while break continue. Okay, now what about for loops? uh, for I in uh, range of 10 print. Now the for loop in I, that means in each and every iteration, the I is I will represent the iteration number. Okay, in which we can identify the loop iteration with this I value. Okay, now let's try to print I value in each and every iteration. And yep, now here you can see the loop starts with 0 and ends with 9, not with 10. Okay, the value specified here is not the end of the loop. The loop will end before one iteration. Okay, and the loop will start from 0. The total count is 10, but it starts from 0 and ends with 9. Okay, now let's say I want to end it with 10 and start with 1. Control S. Now let's try to run it again. Yes, from 1 it started and it ended at value 10. This is how we specify the starting of the loop, and we can specify end of the loop with +1, so that it will end at the exactly where we want. Okay, now yep, outside this is what for loops and the range of function. And now we can import import statement. Okay, let's import sys module. Okay, what is this? And equal to I is equal to 2. Let's say 4. I want to system exit. Let's run it and see. What happened is I have imported a module called sys. Since we have to know about import, how we use import, and I have used exit of function from this sys module, and so that's why it got terminated the whole program after executing this line of code. Okay, this is how we import modules and use them. Yep, fine. That's it for this video.